Welcome to another Black Business Month interview. I'm your host, Benny Smith Jr., right here at Suite 704, and I want to introduce to you Blue Lotus Media. How you doing, guys?
Man, doing
well. All is well, man. It's good to have you guys in the building. I've just been waiting to talk to you all for a while. You know, I've been seeing you out, just starting to see you in different community events, and I went over to your booth and want to know what was going on for Blue Lotus Media. So just kind of want to let you tell your story, bring you all on, and so you can let everybody know how you operate and how they can support you and all. So with that being said, tell us, how'd you get started in media? How'd y'all meet each other, first of all?
Man, it really started from my wife.
Okay.
From a tattoo, really. Originally just from a tattoo, brother.
Really?
From a tattoo. I used to live in Egypt. So
you should live in Egypt?
Yeah.
Like in Africa?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lived there for a year.
That's dope.
So when I came back, got a tattoo from him, we started talking. And the questions have got deeper and deeper and deeper, just talking about different things, and told him I was going to have to take him out there so he can see how it is.
Yeah.
And ever since then, been locked.
Yeah.
Literally like I say, an older version. If I was his age, this would probably be me. More than likely.
Yeah, so y'all met off a tattoo. How long you been doing tattoos?
I've been doing it for 10 years now, man. I own Black Lotus Studios over on Main Street. Like he said, man, he came in one day, man, and got a tattoo, man. His wife introduced us. We sat down, talked, man. We had a lot in common, and it just went from there, man. And yeah, man, and that's how we met.
Yeah.
That's how we met, man. It just went from there.
So tell me, what does Blue Lotus Media do?
Well, Blue Lotus Media is an outreach group. Media meaning men in power doing it all. Right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we just felt that, that we can just bring a whole new spin to it, man, and maybe get our kids, man, something else to look at, man. We think that they kind of get a little bored with what we have right now, man.
Yeah.
I think they kind of get a little bored, man, and we just feel like we can add our influence to it, man, to bring something new to the table, Yeah, just do our part in terms of trying to get our youth back, man, get them more involved in the community, because that's the issue. Our kids, they really looking at us, man, and they're like, man, we don't really see nothing cool. That's really what's going on, man, and especially the high school kids, man. They're really not into the things that we're doing, not really into the community as much, or not involved as much. So, we feel that we come and maybe add a little flavor, to it. Maybe we can get one or two more.
That's right.
So that's what that was about, man. And I've been dealing with a lot of the teenagers, man, around the community here for 10 years, man.
Yeah.
With the business that I run, man, and man, I kind of got a little influence, man, with the teenagers and stuff, man. They've been asking me to get more involved.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, man, I think we should go on and do our part. So we thought we start Blue Lotus Media. That'd be the best way to do it, an outreach group, man, so that way everyone can have access to it.
What do you think is the reason why you wanted to get involved with this type of outreach?
Just from being from Memphis and seeing how so many young kids are throwing away their lives, and with Decatur being so small, it's very much relatable because everything is so small, and looking at all of the different crimes and all of the teens that are involved nowadays, it's like a calling. It was strictly a calling, man. We were in the car just talking about it, just about the 15-year-old situation.
Oh, wow.
And that's something that should never happen. That should never happen, no matter where you are in the world. That should never happen. And my heart goes out to the 15-year-old that lost his life and the other ones that lost their lives as far as going to the system.
Yeah.
And we need more men like us, to actually be able to talk to these guys and actually give them another avenue.
Yeah. Because whenever they see you all doing well, they'll look up to you and they want to start mimicking you, in a role model sense.
Yeah, just give them more realistic goals, man. More professionals to look at, man. That's cool, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Give them more cooler options, just give them more angles.
Yeah, like somebody that's in tune to what they're in tune with.
Yeah, definitely. Give them more angles, man. And nowadays, it's a lot of new angles, too. It's a lot of new angles to give them, man. I think it's going to be a lot more guys like us that's coming claiming to say, hey man, we're gonna do something new. We're gonna do something new because there's a lot of new stuff to do. You know,
definitely that.
Stuff to do, man. It's just ready for some new things, man. New entertainment, new incentives for kids, man. Yeah, man.
It's a new fresh take on
the old. That's the main thing. You know, it's not like we coming to say, okay, so we're going to come and just do something that hasn't necessarily been done. There's a lot of people out here that's trying to do it, man. We just trying to add a little flavor to it, man. You know,
definitely that.
Yeah, add a little flavor.
So what made you all want to become entrepreneurs in a sense, or take on such big tasks?
Well, me personally, I'm already an entrepreneur, man.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, man, I got daughters, man, and I deal with a lot of the young boys. It was more or less just time for me. You know, it was just time for me. I was just, it was just time, man, for me to get out in the community, man, and reach out to more of the young men out here, man. I think they need more role models. You know, so
more so for me, man, I feel like it was definitely it was a purpose that called me. I didn't understand when I moved here a year ago, like, what is my purpose really for being in Decatur other than my wife being from here?
Yeah.
You know, what am I gonna really just do with my time other than just work overnight? So during the day I have nothing to do. You know, and like I said, we were just in the car talking, and that just sparked. So many different kids just running around, just not doing nothing. Like during school hours, bro.
Doing
like
school hours.
Kids skipping school. You know, like, we could get those kids out the street and actually talk to those kids. Yeah. Find avenues, get them in school and give them rewards for actually just being in school. Yeah. You know, making school cool again, really. You know, not saying that every person's not gonna go to college.
Definitely that.
You know, but it's plenty of different avenues other than just college.
So tell me, do you guys have any influences? Are there any influences in your life whenever you were growing up that you thought were some pretty cool role models in your neighborhood, or?
I'll just give it out to both of my dads more so, man.
Yeah, okay.
I had both of my dads, however, it was definitely still rough though. Yeah. I had a rich dad and a poor dad. You had one that showed love a different way. You had another one that showed his love in a different way. So I battled with that. And I explored my own avenues. But growing up and just applying both of those to life now, I understand both of those loves.
I understand both sides.
Yeah, it's definitely a different thing, and I definitely feel like a lot of kids are missing it. And whatever way I can give that to them, especially our young men, I do that.
Being like a father figure and such.
Oh, or a big brother, a
big brother,
and a lot of the stuff,
uncle,
you know, they're not
a man that care.
A lot of stuff they're not going to even apply. They might not even apply to their life right now. I know a lot of the things that I seen when I was younger, man, I didn't apply till I got older in life, you know. So, you know, just being around them, man, and just having that influence on them so they could see it. You know, you just never know, man. You know, when they're young, they're immature, man. Like I said, man, they just need to see it, man, and take it all in. You know, because when they get there, they'll know. When I got there, you know, like I said, man, I could look back to things that influenced me that I didn't even think about until I got to that moment. Like, you know, this is what he meant, or this is what he was doing. You know, so a lot of times, man, it's just being around them. We can't expect too much from them. We can't expect to go out there and just change their psyche. But just know it's just giving them angles to look at. Just being around them, man. Just being around them. Give them something to look at.
Being consistent. Yeah. You're right. Because you're not going to change the guys or ladies. You're not going to change anybody's mind overnight.
No, you're not.
It's not going to change. But definitely if you're being an example and you're showing them the way, telling them positive things, you know, and also taking them to experience new things, you know, trying new food even. You know, like that's big, you know, things. It's small, but it's big. Like, you've been to Egypt, so I know you got a lot of different experiences. Ahmad, you got your experiences. Y'all bring that to the table and figure out how you can influence the younger generation. I think that's pretty good. So what's like the future what do you see for Blue Lotus Media? I know you guys are just really getting started, but without sharing too much, like, what do you see Blue Lotus Media being in the future? I
would say global. To summarize it all, the vision and what we know, global. Especially
with you having those Egyptian connections, it can be global overnight. Global. It is global. It's already global. We're going to go ahead and say that. It's already global. And about the impact in the Decatur community, I met you guys when you were out in the community doing events. Do you plan on doing more events, or are you trying to just be more?
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Okay.
And by global, you know, more or less a campaign, man, that the rest of the world can agree with.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
When we say global, you know, it's not necessarily we just trying to just build a big company. No, it's more or less, man, we trying to push a movement, man, for more fathers to stand up, more professionals to stand up. You know, it's a lot of guys, man, who doing big things out there, man, and they don't know that, man, you might need to stand out and be seen, be a little cocky, man, around these young men, so they can see, hey, you know, that's another angle for me. You know, there's something that's like me. And I think, you know, we just in a time where we need to wake the fathers in all the communities, you know, to just stand up and do your part. Don't, you know, it don't cost no money. It's not about none of that. It don't take nothing to just be you around these kids.
Yeah.
Especially around the young men, you know. So if nothing else, man, I feel like, man, it'll make other men look and say, hey, I should be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, we can do that. Yeah, if that's what you get from it, please do. Please do. That's the point. That's the campaign. You know, the men empowered doing it all, man. And that's what they need to see.
Us standing together, man. We get separated so much by the littlest things, bro. So the more we can stand together and actually work together, that's how we can get our kids.
Yeah.
We can get them to work together with us and with each other,
Yeah.
even without us around.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Because this is our new generation coming up, man. So we have to be those examples to them.
Yeah, I believe that children are, you know, I didn't understand what that meant, you know, until, you know, I had to grow up and really listen to that song again. And when I heard it and it really meant something to me, it brought me to tears, because it's like, we have to show kids the way. Like, there's really no way around it, because they'll start doing
right there. What you just did though, the children are our future thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in those times, those people that they had singing those songs, right? We were in love with those people. They actually had to touch. They actually had a hold on teenagers, and in a way that they can actually reach us.
Yeah.
In those times. So right now we are in our children are our future time. We just need to figure out how we're going to get that message across.
Yeah, because right now they hear a lot of garbage, they see a lot of garbage, and so they do a lot of garbage.
Yeah.
So you
It's
it's hard, man. Wow.
Influenced by it, bro.
Yeah, influence. Yeah, so it's good that we have you all here to try to show them a different way, put them around some different influences, so hopefully they can become better people in the long run. That's good. I appreciate it. So if anybody want to get involved or get their children involved into your program, how can they do that?
Blue Lotus Media on Facebook and Instagram, but it's with a 7, so B7UE Lotus Media. This Facebook and Instagram.
And yeah, and just man, follow us on there. All our announcements and everything that we'll be doing here soon, man, it'll be on there. Check us out.
And one more time, give the address and the name of your tattoo shop.
Okay, so that's Black Lotus Studios, 1906 North Main.
Yeah.
Black Lotus Studios. Come check me out.
Definitely. You'll find them all there. So thank you all for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next one.